Hey yo, I can't see you, I'm Squint. Today I wanted to share this amazing budget keyboard I found on Amazon. The company is called CIY. They got this tanky-less keyboard for everyone to buy at a good price of $45 after the coupon. And it's hot swappable. I don't see a lot of hot swappable keyboards at this price. Also, you can download the driver to configure your keyboard setting. Opening up the box, the keyboard comes with the minimal safety. You'll get 2 pullers that are each for switches and keycaps, and a USB cable. Oh, don't forget the owner's manual though. Alright, so first looking at this keyboard. Honestly, it's a solid build. It doesn't look bad. It's not super flexible like a lot of the other keyboards does at this price. You also have these 2-step legs at the bottom of the case. They got this top case which they call a sound absorber. It actually kinda works. I tested out and I'd say it kinda works. It's a magnetic case cover, so it's really easily detachable and attachable. I like it. Mine came with blue clicky switches, but you can also get in brown tactile or red linear. But I won't be using these stock switches. PCB does support 3 and 5 pin Cherry MX style switches, so you can upgrade these switches to your favorite one. Here's a test of the stock sound. Alright, that's enough. As far as the stock experience goes, the keyboard is really hollow and pingy. The stock keycaps probably doesn't help a lot either. It's a double shot ABS keycap, but the width of the keycap is really thin. If you're planning to get this keyboard, I would recommend getting a new keycap. Alright, let's talk about the switches. I'll be using Echo Jelly Pink for this time. If you don't know Echo switches already, please consider using them for every one of your budget keyboards. It's that good. What I have here today is $11.99 for 45 pieces. I have total of 5 different switches from them already, and none of them let me down yet. Their packaging is also really amazing. Some might say it's wasteful, but at least it comes with better packaging than some of the quote-unquote premium switches. They come with pre-looped stems, so you can use it as a stock switch, although you might suffer from spring ping noise. I'll be lubing my Jelly Pink switches with GPL 205 grade 0 for the bottom housing and stems. For the springs, I got GPL 105 lube oil to bag lube them. Let's take a look at the bottom housing of the keyboard. PCB in the bottom housing was secured with the many screws. After separating them, you'll need to unhook the wire going from USB to PCB. I'm not sure about the reason behind why they couldn't integrate the PCB and the USB port together, but it's not a big deal. All you gotta do is just yoink that wire out. Here's the bottom case. There's not much else to see other than just hollowness of the bottom case. You'll be met with all the annoying walls everywhere throughout the case. If you're planning to do just foam mod, you'll need to kinda measure the spaces in between the walls. The plate of this keyboard is some sort of a metal. It feels like aluminum. It's very solid, I like it. Moving on to the PCB. They support 3 and 5 MX Cherry style switches. I guess my only one problem with this keyboard is that it's north facing LED, but they are marketing these keyboards more towards the gamers. So gamer equals north facing LED? From the Amazon listing though, they do say if you're a keyboard enthusiast, it brings a lot of modification potentials. And I agree with that statement. Let's move on to the stock stabilizers. It's a plate mount stabs, and they are surprisingly good. It comes with the pre-lubed everything, just like how you would lube your salves. Stem legs are already flat, so you won't need to cut them off. The bar handle looks to have plenty of lubes to absorb the ticking noise. And on the PCB, it's been lubed as well to reduce the bottom out noise. But after all that praise, I won't be using them. I'll be using these instead. They're ZIL-PC plate mount stabilizers, and they are probably 10 times better than the stock stabs I just introduced. I usually prefer doing holy mods for every one of my stabilizers, but you won't need them on this stab. So they are a bit pricey, one of the pricier one. I bought them when they were $28, but currently they're giving 15% off of the price, which makes it same price as one of your favorite Dorox stabs or the Everglides. Except, I think ZIL-PC is just doing it better. For the housing and stems, I'll be using GLP 205 grade 0, but for the handle, I'm going to be using Krytox GLP 205 grade 2. This is a lot thicker lube, which works perfectly for the contact between metal bar and stems. As far as the bottom case goes, it's super light and hollow. I'll be doing a sealant mod. If you're new to this mod, consider watching my TM680 video where I do exactly the same mod here and listen to the difference between the before and after the mod. When you're doing this mod, you gotta remember a couple things. First, don't overdo it. When you're overdoing it, your PCB might not fit in the case anymore. Make sure to watch out for where your PCB sits on the case. Second, apply the sealant evenly. It is important to apply it as evenly as possible to make the keyboard's typing experience more linear. If you pour it too much on one side, that side might sound a little differently than the other side that you didn't put much in. Also, there is no way of going back. Be careful when you're doing it. While cement was drying, I pulled out my tape and a foam to do the tape mod and the PE foam mod on my PCB. After doing those, I lined up my plate and PCB together to assemble the top part of my keyboard. You're just gonna make sure to watch out for the switch pins. They are easier to bend because of the PE foam mod, so just be careful when you're putting those back together. After lining them up, it's time to put the switches back in. Let's talk about the keycaps. I'm going to stick with the Echo theme on this keyboard. I got these Echo Carbon Retro 229 keys. They are cherry profile. I made sure that there was no interference with the North LED switches. These are not budget, I'd say. These are probably medium budget keycaps, but they are really great for the price. It comes with all these different sizes for the different configurations. It also comes with amazing packages for the keycap. I've bought plenty of over $100 keycaps in the past, but none of them comes in this amazing presentation. Every single keycap is pinned to a keycap holder in the metal case. All I have left to do is just to connect the bottom case and the PCB together. I also put some silicons on the top cover as well to make it really act as a sound absorber. And here's the result. Overall, I'm super impressed with how it turned out. The stock keyboard is cheap and easy to modify. It even made it so much better with added weight. Jelly pink switches are a little too light for my taste, but they sound amazing. I might change the spring in this one later on though, because they are a little slow. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a new budget keyboard winner. Thank you. Please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the like button. I'll end the video with the sound test. No, I don't want